So you're thinking about moving right here to the North Dallas area, and you're still trying to decide which area might be best for you and your family. Well, today I'm going to be comparing two very popular locations where I help a lot of people relocate to, and that is Melissa, Texas and Princeton, Texas. I've been asked multiple times to compare these two and which one might be a better fit. So I'm going to be covering some of the pros and cons of each and which has a better edge on one thing over the other. And hopefully this will help you narrow down your locations if you're thinking about moving to either one of these areas. Now, if you want to know more about these areas, of course, I have multiple vlog tours on these areas and new ones to come every single month. So make sure you stick around for this video because we're getting after it right now. Please do me a favor, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current real estate market here in North Dallas. My name is Preston Gale, your local real estate agent, and I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to North Dallas, and I absolutely love it. Whether you look to move tomorrow or a year from now, please give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd love to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. So let's jump right into the first topic, and it's a big one, and that's going to be affordability. So which place is going to get you the most value for your money? Now, there's lots of factors on why the prices are the way they are, but Princeton is definitely going to edge out Melissa in this one by a wide margin. So the median sales price here in the spring of 2023 in Princeton was $341,000. So the majority of homes in Princeton are new. So 341 is a great number. And if you jump over to the Melissa side of things, the median sales price here in the spring of 2023 was $501,000. So as you can see or hear, there's a huge gap in the price ranges there. There's multiple reasons for that, and we'll get into those in these next topics. But if you're looking for a more affordable location, maybe you want a new construction home and you're on a tight budget, Princeton is definitely going to take the edge on Melissa on this one. Next thing is lots of people are requesting to be on larger lots, acre lots, and those types of things, especially being on the outskirts of the city. Some people are willing to go out a little bit further so they can have that acre lot or a larger lot size. So Melissa used to have quite a bit of these options, but they are dwindling down to few far in between because of how popular Melissa is. The city, of course, wants to get those tax dollars, and so they build on much smaller lots the majority of times. So if you're looking for an acre lot in Melissa, it's going to be pretty tough to find. There's a neighborhood that I've filmed recently called Country Ridge, where they have a few lots remaining. It's a neighborhood that's gated. It's right off Highway 75. It's been around for quite some time, and it's going to be in the upper end of the price point. You're going to have to build a custom home or find a resale home. So resale homes every once in a while come up on larger lots or acre lots in Melissa, but Princeton is going to edge out Melissa big time on this one. So Princeton still has multiple options if you're looking to purchase an acre lot, bring your own builder, or multiple sites where there's already a builder that's purchased those lots and you can build with that builder. So there's multiple neighborhoods, multiple options to build new construction homes as well as buy resale homes in Princeton if you're looking for that acre lot. And it's going to be at a much more affordable price point. Of course, it's still going to be higher because land is not cheap. This is still Collin County. It's a very expensive area comparatively to other Texas counties that are further out. So you can get into a 1 acre home site with a beautiful home in Princeton around the $500-600 range. I know that's not cheap like it used to be. It used to be pretty easy to get into the $4s, but now that's getting harder to find unless you do find a resale home. But if you're looking to build a new construction in the Princeton area on an acre, there's definitely multiple options for you out there. The next topic is a big one for you families out there, especially for school age kids, and that's going to be school districts, schools in general. So Melissa ISD, I've talked about it multiple times in my videos, vlogs, and I've shown multiple videos of the school and surrounding areas, and Melissa's schools are amazing. So lots of people bypass McKinney even to go to Melissa's schools. I would compare it to a smaller Prosper as far as school districts go, and it is an A-rated school district. They put tons of money in their schools. Their high school is absolutely incredible. If you want to just look up either my vlog tour on Melissa or just Google Melissa Schools or Melissa High School and look at what they're doing with that place. It is absolutely incredible. Looks like a brand new college campus on the higher end. Also building a $35 million football stadium that should be completed shortly. So A-rated overall. Princeton actually has really good schools as well, believe it or not. I know they get a bad rep for school district, but according to niche.com, they are at an A-, and they are also building new schools as growth continues, and they have been continuing to improve their school district year in and year out. I've heard better reviews over time, so still not a bad place to send your kids to school in Princeton, Texas, but Melissa is going to edge out Princeton on this one. Next up is going to be which place is best for your first time home buying experience. So first time home buyers are going to be, of course, stuck with their budget. What can they get for their budget? And of course, like I said, I've talked about the pricing, and that is going to be Princeton. Princeton overall is a first time home buyer community or suburb, and I say that because they have probably a dozen different affordable new construction options in Princeton. So everywhere you look, there's affordable new construction in Princeton, Texas. You can get anything from, the majority of their new construction are going to be in the 300,000s. If you get a larger, like 2-story home, you're going to be in the 4s, but 300,000 to 400,000 for a brand new home here in the North Dallas area is still very good. And like I said, their median sales price was $341, and the majority of that is new construction. So you're gonna have multiple different styles to choose from, multiple different locations, options for whatever you're looking for in a home in the Princeton, Texas area. Now, Melissa, it's gonna be a lot tougher to get in that affordable price point. Right now, the making of this video, there's still some new construction in the high 300s, but as very few and far between. The majority of new construction, even on the smaller end in Melissa, is going to be in the 400,000s, and you can buy new construction all the way up to close to $1 million in Melissa. If you're buying on an acre, in the Country Ridge, they have custom built homes for well over $1 million. So Princeton's majority of their neighborhoods are going to be for first-time home buyers. They do have one really popular neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of, home sites and options, but it's going to be kind of like Country Ridge, and that's called Princeton Lakes. It's an absolutely gorgeous neighborhood. The homes in there are going to be, I would say, anywhere from like the 600,000-700,000 to well over $1 million. They have 1 acre home sites, and you have your own custom ski lake right in your backyard. And there's like 3 of them, I believe, and they're turquoise. Absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, for the majority of the neighborhoods there, it's going to be for first-time home buyers and affordable home options. So if that's something you're looking for, I can help you find it. Next up would be retail and shopping. So neither one of these locations is going to be the greatest for retail and shopping. And that's because they're still up and coming towns. So they have a lot of new things coming. Princeton is going to edge out Melissa on this one as of making this video, because they do have their own Walmart. They do have little shopping centers and things like that, a few restaurants and family owned places. But for the majority, if you're going out for an entertaining night or a date night, you're probably going to drive down to downtown McKinney around 15 minutes or so, or go to Frisco or Allen with the Waters Creek and places like that. Same with Melissa. Melissa doesn't have its own Walmart or grocery store right now, but they are getting the H-E-B. They do have the Buc-ee's, which is absolutely incredible. And if you're going to shop in those locations for groceries, you're going to have to go to Anna, which is really just right up the road, or in McKinney, where you're going to have dozens of options to choose from. They do have a new little retail shopping center in Melissa, where they have some restaurants and different things that's in the vlog tour. So they are getting new things. So all these places that are growing, they're nowhere near build out. So as people continue to move there, you're going to get a lot more options in these communities. So it's not going to be a forever thing, and it's not that bad of a drive to wherever you want to get. Next up would be location. So which one of these places is the best for you? So if you're commuting to downtown Dallas or Frisco or anywhere in particular, you're gonna probably wanna move to the Melissa area if you can swing it on your budget. Reason being is Princeton is right off of Highway 380, and anybody can tell you. Comment below if you live in this location and tell me your experience at 380. So 380 is a pretty major highway, and it is a stop and go highway. So you have stoplights every quarter mile, half mile, it seems like. So it's not always bad, but if you leave during rush hour, school hours, and things like that, it is going to be pretty stop and go. As far as Melissa is concerned, depending on where you live, you're usually going to be very close to Highway 75. Highway 75 is directly connected all the way to Dallas and all the way to Oklahoma. You're also going to have easy access to Highway 121 in Melissa. So really, the majority of times during the day, if you need to get somewhere in Melissa, it's going to be very, very quickly. Some people don't mind taking a little extra time, especially if they can get a home in their price point that they love, to drive a little extra. But Princeton is just a little bit off the beaten path compared to Melissa. And because of that, home prices are going to be a little more expensive because schools and location. People want to have quick access to everywhere they need to be, and Melissa's going to have the edge on Princeton on this one. Next up would be geography. So this is Texas. So if you're moving from a beautiful part of California or the Rocky Mountains or something like that, neither one of these places are going to impress you as far as their beauty. We do have a very clean, beautiful neighborhoods and master plan communities that try to make up for that. So there's pros and cons of each, but I'm definitely going to put Melissa on the edge on this one, or edge up on Princeton on this one, mainly due to the drive into town. So if you're driving to Princeton, you're going to once again go 380. Well, 380 to Princeton is pretty ugly. And if any of you have been there and drive it, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of, used car places, tire shops, and that kind of thing as you're driving through. So, not the prettiest of views as you drive to your brand new home. So Melissa's not going to have nearly as much as that. You're really just going to get off the highway and be in the main stretch and be in these beautiful master plan communities. So I know that's not really geography, but the drive-in is not very pretty to Princeton. It's not a deal breaker, but I just let people know ahead of time, once you're driving in, it's not the prettiest, but there's some great neighborhoods out there that do look really nice. On top of that, both of these places have parks and recreational activities out in the trees and things like that. So you do have parks. You're gonna have, when you're in Princeton, you're gonna have great access to Lake Lavon, so that's very close by. So, pros and cons of each. The drive into Princeton is not the best, but it may have the edge as far as recreational and outdoor activities. So that's all I have today as far as comparing these two places. If you want me to compare any other locations in North Dallas, which I know there's lots of great locations in North Dallas, please comment below. Let me know which areas you want to learn about. And if you want to know more about these particular areas, comment below. And of course, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. And I'd love to cover all these details with you and help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. Hope to hear from you, and I hope to see you around town.